I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church here in downtown Murfreesboro on the corner of College and Spring. This is your Saturday morning preview of your Easter morning sermon. I'm just going to let you know, usually I tell you if I'm doing it on a Friday. I'm actually doing this on a Thursday, which for a minister to have his Easter morning sermon done on Monday, Thursday, that's pretty good. So I just got through reading and working on my final edition of my sermon for Easter Sunday, and you know I'm kind of excited about it. I mean, you should always be excited, right? But I don't know. There's something about this sermon that I just I feel like. I don't know. God was working in me in this moment. I don't know. So we're looking at the Gospel of Matthew. We are going to finish up our series of sermons of the invitational life. What does it mean for you as someone who's heard Jesus call you by name into the world, to invite someone else to follow Jesus into the world? And what better opportunity you have on Easter Sunday to invite people to come and worship you with you if they don't have a church home on Easter Sunday. And in looking at the Gospel of Matthew, we recognize that moment when Matthew tells us it was Mary Magdalene and the other Mary who went to the tomb. But the crazy thing, if you read Luke or if you read Mark or if you read John, it's different than Matthew. If I remember right, Mark says it was Mary Magdalene, the other Mary, and a woman named Salome. Luke says it was the women, but then kind of says it was Mary Magdalene, and John just has Mary Magdalene. Whatever gospel story you're reading, what we do know is the number of people who went to the tomb early that morning, you could count on your one hand. But the one person they all agree went to the tomb is Mary Magdalene. And we're going to focus on Mary Magdalene on Easter Sunday. Because what has become very clear to me is that the Easter story, that has become now our story, the story for millions and millions of people who've gone before us and millions of people who are on this earth now. Our story, the Easter story, hung in the balance of one woman. Have you ever thought about that? The story that gives us hope, the story that reminds us that there is life and life eternal through Jesus Christ, that story, the Easter story, was held together by the single one thread, who was Mary Magdalene. Now, we know what she does with the story. She goes and tells the disciples, but we just I think we gloss over that, right? We make that like that's nothing. That's so easy. Of course she did. What else would she do? But think about it. Every day, we have that same opportunity to tell that story, to live out that story in our lives. But do we? So we're going to focus our time together Easter morning looking at the faith of this one woman. I look forward to being with you Easter morning. I know some of our families are still on spring break, so they'll be coming home. So I hope you will watch on our YouTube channel. I love Easter. I am ready to go. I'm ready to pull out my seersucker suit. I am ready to wear my white bucks. I am ready for Easter to tell the good news that the tomb is empty and Jesus is alive. I look forward to being with you.